What's good, y'all? Strategic one, man. We got like a good 40. What's up with y'all, man? Update. Max B update. Shout out everybody up in here, man. What's good with y'all? I told y'all it was going down. I told y'all. Double tap, y'all. Now they putting it in our face. Strategic information, y'all. I need everybody to double tap the screen. Get everybody up in here, man. This is a strategic live. I just got some information from some reliable resources. All right? Check this out, y'all. This is going to shock a lot of people. But like I said, man, allegedly they have to put this shit in our face for this energy to take place. I've been explaining this for the past couple of weeks since the man put his feet on the ground, didn't I? Now we see the man with what? A crown of thorns on his head. Why do he have a crown of thorns on his head? We about to talk about it. We about to talk about it. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. Now what all y'all Max B fans got to say about that part. With the Silver Surfer, or him riding a surfboard, surfing waves, being the what? Bigger Don, or whatever the fuck he called himself, right? What the hell that got to do with the crown of thorns? What that got to do with the sacrifice? What that got to do with the blood? We about to explain it. Hit the like button strategically. One of the best to do this. This is why when I started covering the Max B shit, I took my foot off the pedal. You know why? Because I wanted shit to continue to play out like I already knew how it was going to play out. I told y'all we wasn't going to get no Max B fucking album. Do we got an album? Do we got a purge? Why he lie to everybody? Why he tell everybody? You see, a lot of people don't know. Max don't even know what's going on, because I told y'all French is controlling everything, right? First he told us Purge is coming out. Then he say Coke Boys, Narcos, right? Now it's Coke Boys 3.5. Make it make sense. Shout out everybody up in here, man. All right? I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Double tap the screen, because what we are witnessing right here is a lot of foreshadowing. Hit the like button. They don't like when we disrupt the energy, do they, y'all? They don't like that, do they? Shout out the whole nation, man. Like, share, subscribe. Get everybody up in here, man, because everything that I'm about to say in this live, y'all, disclaimer is in effect. All right? Fair use. Everything in this live is alleged. All right? For educational, resource, research, and entertainment purposes only. Everything you hear in this live is alleged, y'all. All right? But y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. We fire starters, hawkers, walkers, and stalkers. We stomp, step, and stand, and walk through the fire on a daily basis to slay these demons and testify our testimony. Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all, right? Because check this out. As y'all know this, right? Okay? Niggas ain't slick. They not slicker than the slicksters. They not ahead of the fire and the fire starters. Now, we all know, okay, why Gina Conaway. That's right, Gina Conaway. The one who French Montana and Max B is still associated with. Why y'all think she went to Vlad TV, y'all? How y'all think she got to Vlad? You see, everybody is thinking, oh, Vlad offered Max B the interview, so Max B ain't go over there to Vlad. Nah, that's not it. Y'all don't know the first interview Max B did from prison was what? Through Vlad TV, right? Strategic drop, right? So, let's make real life matters make real life sense. You also know French Montana is directly connected to Vlad TV, right? That's one of Vlad TV's counterparts, right? Right? Double tap the screen. So it's a reason why Gina Conaway went over there to Vlad TV first and not Max B. It's because French Montana sent her over there. All right, it's because of the alignment that Vlad has with French Montana, and Montana has with Max B, and Montana still has the alignment with Gina Conaway. It's the reason why Gina Conaway is on that platform, and the reason why they brung Gina Conaway on that fucking platform is because you heard the co-defendant, Max B, come out. Max B co-defendant come out with this paperwork saying that what? We know what it is, Max B and this proffer agreement. You see, a lot of people need to understand these proffer agreements is a new way of basically snitching and telling what you did and what you didn't do. Whether you want to admit it or not, no matter how they put it in paper or in writing, it never overrides common sense. No matter how they try to articulate it, y'all, it will never override common sense. Okay? A proffer agreement is basically you admitting what you did and what you didn't do. Who was involved and who wasn't involved. You're taking back your original claims and you're making new claims for what? A time reduction, right? Right? Right. But check this out, y'all. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Alright? Now, like I said, it's not by coincidence when Max B came home, he started going straight to the spotlight. He started jumping straight back into the what? Fast life again. Didn't go spend time with his family. Didn't do none of that. Didn't spend time with his kids. Any of that, right? Now, this is all in the GQ magazine. None of this is alleged, right? Now, what if I told y'all, okay? Now, this is all alleged, but I'm getting this from reliable resources. Shout out everybody that's coming up in here. Continue to double tap the screen, man. We live strategically, right? Cause let me tell you something. Ain't nobody gonna play and put no crown of thorns on their head for nothing. Hit the like button. Who play games like that? Would you do it? Let me ask you a question. Why French Montana ain't got a crown of thorns on his head? Why Max B got one on his head? In the video and on the album cover, right? Right now, what if I told y'all, right, that allegedly Max B, all right, made a deal to sell his soul as long as he can be able to get out of jail and live that life one more time before he leave here, because allegedly, y'all, all right, we all know that Max B was going to die in jail anyway, right? Hit the like button, strategic drop. If he would have did 75 years, he would have died in there anyway, right? Right? He would have died slow, right? So allegedly, all right, this alleged sacrificial lamb, Max B, was put in place. And not only was it put in place, all right? Now, like I said, this is all alleged, right? Because we already done broke down the numerology on the Silver Surfer and how the Silver Surfer returns in the year what? 2099. And how his surfboard flips on him and actually is a portal to hell. And that 2099 matches the numerology of the day he came home, which was French Montana's birthday. Didn't I explain that to y'all? Okay, so allegedly, like I've been saying from the jump, Max B is a sacrifice for French Montana, and Max B know it. And Max B know it. Now, a lot of people believe that this shit is far-fetched, bro. All right? This shit ain't far-fetched. Like I said, let's make real life matters, make real life sense. What if you was in jail for the rest of your goddamn life. And you was facing 75 years, right? Right? And before you went to jail, before you went to prison, you was one of the hottest rappers and the hottest artists in the rap game. And you never got a chance to live out your moment on stage, on tour, no shows, no jewelry, no cars, nothing. You never got a chance to live that life and sow your royal oats, right? As I should say. French Montana reaped all the benefits from that whole Max B situation. Not Max. French did. But let me ask you a question. All right? Now, if the devil came to you while you were in jail, suffering, about to do 75 years, and he came to you with a deal and say, I would give you all the things in the world, take you to the highest mountain, bro, all right? And say, I would give you all the things in the world, all the things that you ever wish, everything that you ever desire, all right, if you give your soul and your blood to me, all right, because you was gonna die in this bitch anyway, all right? So why don't you come on over here with me, okay? And let me help you out a little bit. Let me remove some of that darkness off of your shoulder, all right? Because you're gonna die in here very slow, all right? Nobody is coming to get you. Nobody haven't came and got you yet, have they? Okay, so like I said, all of a sudden we know Max B wasn't never supposed to got out of jail, right? Never. There was rumors saying that he was coming home, never came home, he was coming home, kept pushing it back, he was coming home, kept pushing it back, he was coming home, kept pushing it back, right? Right? But they waited till the exact numerology was right. We waited for the exact numerology was right. Now you ain't hear Max B just sat there and tell you that he was gonna be on the wall like Egyptian hieroglyphics. You ain't hear Max B just tell y'all in y'all face. I uploaded it on his short with the crown of thorns on his head. He said, I'm gonna be on the wall like Egyptian hieroglyphics. Do you understand the wordplay? Do you understand what he is foreshadowing? Huh? He gonna be on the wall like a mural. Hit the like button, strategic drop. Like a mural. When you look at them ancient hieroglyphics and Egyptian artifacts and shit like that, they basically what? Murals, right? Max B said he's going to be on a wall like Egyptian hieroglyphics, man. Okay? And how else would you get on a wall? Like an Egyptian. Huh? How else? Shout out everybody up in here, man. All right? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. All right? Because when you have somebody that plays with God and plays with the name Jesus Christ and play with them crown of thorns and mocking the sacrifice, what the hell do y'all think that is? What do you think that is, yo? I don't care what nobody say now. I done lost all respect for Max B now. All the way around the board. Like I said, I was a fan of his music. I was a fan of his art. I was a fan of everything that he do. But now, you fucking with the wrong shit now, bro. You affecting a lot of people. When P. Diddy made that shit, right? They just put it in the documentary, Strategic Drop. When P. Diddy did that, what? Reenactment of Jesus Christ in the Hate Me Now video. What happened? Strategic Drop. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened to the last individuals that mock this sacrificial situation. What happens to them? But for some strange reason, this is going over everybody's head and under everybody's feet. Nobody is saying nothing. Now, I want to know why. Why would Max B choose to put the crown of thorns on his head, y'all? All right? Why would he choose? Why would he choose? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. Why would he choose to do something like that? Right? Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man.
Yo, the talk is imaginative.
You see that, right, y'all? You see that, right? Why he got the crown of thorns on his head, y'all? Huh? Right there. Right in your face, right? And they put it on the album cover. And they on French head. And they on French head. And like I said, y'all, French sitting back eating a bag of chips.
Yo, the talk is imaginative.
French eating chips, y'all. Shout out everybody up in here. French eating chips on them. Eating chips on them, y'all. Okay, and like I said, you see what he said? He gonna be on the wall like Egyptian hieroglyphics. You see this, right? Alright? What's wrong with him, yo? Who done spiced them up? Who done spiced them up? Who done spiced this man up to start playing with this type of energy? What is he really trying to conjure by putting a crown of thorns on his head? You think anything revolving around you, as far as the universe go, in a positive, honest, genuine way, is going to go right for you? You have to be, okay, walking the crossroads of the devil, bro. All right? Because anybody who believes in that higher power, no matter what belief or what religion they are involved in, they know better to disrespect other religions and other beliefs. That's a no-no. That's the no-no. So Max B, what's your fucking excuse, Goofy? What's your excuse, Goofy? And everybody should have a problem with him disrespecting Jesus Christ. Everybody. Everybody, yo. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody should have a problem with that. No matter if you're Muslim, Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, double tap the screen, or Mormon, however they come. However they come. Nobody should agree with this at all. At all. And he needs to be canceled. I'm going to keep it real. He needs to be canceled. He needs to be canceled, bro. We don't need him in the culture anyway. They need him. You know why they need him? You know why they want him? Right. We don't want him. They pushing him on us. They pushing the nigga on us. We don't want him. Rap is dead. Why is he even dropping a fucking, like, yo, that shit is over with. But like I said, this alleged deal that was signed, this is what he wanted to live out. This is what he wanted to do because he never got a chance to do it. He never got a chance to do it. He never got a chance to live it out. French lived it out. French made all the money. French caught the wave. Caught the wave so motherfucking good, he rode right on over there where P. Diddy was at and caught that French vanilla Ciroc deal. Caught that French vanilla Ciroc deal. And let me ask you a question, French Montana. Let me ask you a question, Max B. Yeah, we gonna keep it all the way 100. Why y'all ain't saying shit? 50 going in on your man, French. While other people like Marlon Wayans gotta speak up. Why you ain't speaking up, French? Max, why you ain't speaking up? Don't you know that money that French is spending, that's Diddy shit? You don't know? That's all Diddy money, bro. French ain't sell that many motherfucking records and that many motherfucking albums, bro. We all know that's Diddy wealth he living off of. How you think French Montana got plugged in Dubai? Diddy. Right? Right. So why French Montana ain't speaking up for Diddy? That's his right-hand man, bro. Right? Let's make it make sense here. Because we always do. Like I said, bro, a lot of shit just ain't adding up. And you know what else ain't adding up? It's mighty strange how Marlon Wayans decided to come out and act like he trying to come at 50 and blah blah this and blah blah that. You see, and everybody thinks that Marlon Wayans is taking up for P. Diddy because of the relationship that they had with that activity, right? But it ain't that. It ain't that. It ain't that. You see, a lot of people don't know, man. All right, and when I start getting into this Gene Deal situation, tomorrow we gonna mold it all together. Because the night Biggie Smalls was sacrificed, bro. Since 50 Cent wanna talk all this shit, and like I said, yo, we make real life matters make real life sense. Okay? The night Big was sacrificed at the Peterson Museum. Y'all know Marlon Wayans was there, right? You know Shawn Wayans was there, right? You know, it was a lot of people in the industry there that night for that alleged sacrificial ritual. What a lot of people don't know is I got the receipts and they all floating around. The Wayans brothers and them was in the Peterson Museum with Biggie right before he died. The Wayans brothers was in there with Puffy. Irv Gotti was in there with him. Busta Rhymes was in there with him. Da Brat, Jermaine Dupri, and these are people that never came out and spoke out about what actually happened that night and what they seen, or what they heard, or what was their last conversation with Biggie. Alright? And not only that, yo, strategic drop. Like I said, Marlon Wayans and the Wayans brothers, all right, they were on their second season of the Wayans brothers when Biggie got knocked down, right? The WB, Warner Brothers, strategic information, bro. The Warner Brothers, where their show was airing at, was getting ready to cancel their show. Okay, now for some strange reason, they was there that night because we all know that this was also a big Clive Davis situation. Okay, but anyway, they all were there that night, right? And after this situation took place, the Wayans brothers wound up getting, okay, another 3-year extension on they Wayans brothers show. Strategic information, y'all. Like I said, also, I don't want to lose nobody. I'm just dropping a few gems, okay? Y'all don't pay attention, all right? You see why everybody is focusing over here, over there, over there, over there. Let me tell y'all something, bro. Y'all ain't noticed that Jay-Z ain't become the king of New York or the best. If I ain't better than Big, then I'm the closest one. He ain't start saying that shit and start claiming that shit until after Big died. Now they're saying, y'all, that, okay, P. Diddy, all the rhymes, all the material that Biggie done did, because Biggie had a lot more material. You notice after Biggie died, we never heard no new material. All we heard was recycled shit, regurgitated shit over new beats, right? Listen, I'm hearing from reliable resources that Diddy gave all Biggie's material to Jay-Z. All right, now I don't know how true this is, okay, but the way the pattern aligns with how everything went down and how New York made this major shift after Big died and how certain people moved up in rank. Listen here, man, I won't put it past none of them. I won't put it past none of them, y'all. I believe it. I believe it. And that's why, y'all, we have never got no new Biggie material. We know after every rapper died, bro, they got hella shit recorded, hella shit written. This at the time. Big was still writing, bro. Big was still writing. Where all the material go? Where all the material go? We got all this Tupac shit. We got all this Pop Smoke shit. We got all this Juice WRLD shit. We even got King Von shit. But we ain't got no new music from the greatest rapper to ever do it. Make it make sense. Okay. 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 We gonna see about that. We gonna see about that. Why you think? Why you think? Okay. Jay-Z came out with that album, The Blueprint. All right? Yeah, he ain't just named that shit The Blueprint by coincidence because he felt as though he had the game on lock and he knew what to do and how to. No, that's because fucking allegedly Puffy gave Jay all the big material, and that's why he called this album The Blueprint, because he had the blueprint to Biggie's whole goddamn catalog. That part. Strategic information that's coming out. Gene Deal know. Gene Deal know. You fucking snake. You lucky I'm in this restaurant, motherfucker. You lucky I'm running on Dunkin', bitch. I'm telling you, bro. We gonna be all on you, motherfucker. Cause you's a fucking snake, and this is why you was protecting P. Diddy for all them years. If you knew P. Diddy was the monster that he was, why the fuck you chose to still bodyguard him, nigga? You bodyguarding the rooms that he in there backdooring niggas in real life. And then you got a nerve to snitch on Ja Rule and shit when you guarding the room, making sure nobody come in there. Like you wasn't in that motherfucker. Like you wasn't getting down with Janice Combs, nigga. Alright, this nigga been trying to hide from the fact that he know what happened to Big. He know what happened to Big. He trying to clear his motherfucking name. You know why? Because he the head of fucking security, and everybody gonna be looking at him. You the head of security. If the head of security, why you ain't in there with the head of Bad Boy, the biggest rapper in the world? Just like Mace said, you bodyguarding the biggest rapper in the world. How you let the biggest rapper in the world die on your watch? No shots fired, but you always talking about Nina and Nene, and Nina and Nene ain't Papa Trey Trey. Fuck is you talking about, bro? This shit is weird, yo, and we gonna get all on it. We gonna get all on it, bro. Cause let's talk facts. Like I said, everybody pay attention. Jay-Z whole flow changed once Big died. His whole approach, his whole delivery, everything. The whole approach. And then he started running his Biggie shit. Nas even told everybody how much of Biggie's rhymes gonna come out your fat lips. Strategic drop. Nas was already telling everybody. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. I appreciate y'all. Jazzy, what's up with you? What's up, Kim? What's up, Deborah? Michael? Kia? Exceed 57. Yeah, man, I see y'all up in here, man. Okay, why you think Nas said it? How much of Biggie's rhymes gonna come out your fat lips? Wanted to be on every last one of my classics. He told everybody what it was. Why you think Nas ate him up? You see, I told you, Jay, we was gonna get on you strategically. Remember when I was breaking down the Erykah Badu shit as I strategically fuck y'all up? And I told y'all how they was going in Electric Lady Studios, strategic drop. Here it come, Jay. It's over, bro. When I get on you, bro, it's over. And I told y'all how they was taking D'Angelo, they were taking Jimi Hendrix instruments and conjoin his energy to make the album. But check this out. What if I told y'all, okay, in Electric Lady Studios right now, where Jay-Z actually been recording his albums ever since Biggie died, all right, that he's been recording his music through the same microphone, headphone, and the same sound booth that Biggie was recording his shit in the other studios in New York, yo. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Conjoin the energy. Jay-Z already said when he go in the booth, he put on Jay-Z told y'all to y'all face when he go in the booth and rap, he put on Biggie Jesus Piece. Did he or did he not say that? Strategic drop. Did he or did he not say that? He said when I go in the booth, I put on Biggie's Jesus Piece. Why do you think he put on the Jesus Piece? To enjoy the energy, bro. Huh? I told you, yo. I'm strategic. I'm one of the best. I wait to see if y'all gonna catch certain things before I start coming out, bombing shit. But everybody allow this to go over their head and over their feet. Why you think as I strategically fuck y'all up some more? Jay-Z tell you what they about. Look at the Blueprint 3. Remember, he told everybody what the blueprint was with the first one. All big shit. The Blueprint 3, right? He told everybody how he got the blueprint. He put all the instruments in y'all face as I strategically break this shit down. On the Blueprint 3 album cover, he has all the instruments, the pianos, the keyboards, the microphones, everything. And when they did the tribute to Jay-Z in the Brooklyn Library, They had that shit inside of a booth, bro. All of that shit. All of the fucking shit that he had on the album cover. Okay? It's on my channel. I did a whole tour of that shit. Okay? And it got all the pianos, the microphone, the soundboards, and everything that was in this whole venture that they put together for Jay-Z in Brooklyn. Alright, so I'm trying to tell y'all what it is, yo. What it is, man. Alright, this shit has been going on back to back to back to back to back to back to back forever. Forever, allegedly. And like I said, man, everything else is coming out, right? So why not bring out a little more? Okay? Why not bring out a little more? Shout out everybody up in here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Little strategic live, man. It's coming in here for a little bit. Anybody got any questions, man? Trying to tell people, bro. I'm not going to reveal everything on this slide, but I revealed enough. I revealed just enough for y'all to go do y'all strategic research and be like, what the fuck have we been witnessing without us actually paying attention to it? Literally, bro. They said that about Beyonce and Aaliyah, right? Okay? Sasha Fierce. Okay? That's where she got that alter ego from. Recording with other people's instruments and microphones that allegedly, okay, got, you know the rest, okay? And Aaliyah was one of them. Aaliyah was one of them. Beyonce's solo career broke out after Aaliyah was no longer here. Okay? That's right. That's right. Yes, sir. And she was in Electric Lady Studios. That's how that Sasha Fierce alter ego got created. They all go in there and create alter egos. That's where Hova, the name Jehovah, that's where he created that alter ego at. In Electric Lady Studios. Okay? And who's supposed to be the original god of rap? It's supposed to be the notorious BIGGIE, not Jay-Z. Jay-Z took that title and took that crown when Biggie died. Okay, and he considered himself the God MC, the god of rap. When we know that the notorious BIGGIE was the best to do it from New York. Period. Not Jay-Z. But everybody give Jay-Z this pass because the Brooklyn, you see? It couldn't be two from Brooklyn, y'all. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. It couldn't be two kings from Brooklyn. It wasn't going to happen. It couldn't be. It couldn't be two kings from Brooklyn. Jay-Z too selfish for that. One had to go. Like I said, this is the biggest rapper in the world album release party. Why you wasn't there, Jay-Z? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Why Jay-Z wasn't at the album release party? Why Little Kim wasn't at the album release party? Make it make sense. Why wouldn't Lil' Kim be at Biggie's album release party? Why wouldn't Jay-Z be there? That's your boy, right? All of a sudden you so tough, so cool with him after he dead, but you wasn't at the album release joint, right? And they lying talking about P. Diddy wanted to throw the most expensive and biggest funeral for Biggie that the world in New York has ever seen. They're a motherfucking lie, bro. All right, I know people who went to that funeral. I know people that was there back in 9/7, bro. The church was so small. It was so small. It was so crammed up, and nobody even had no room to move in and out, bro. Okay, when they could have had that in a bigger venue somewhere in Brooklyn. They could have had that at Madison Square Garden, nigga. If you want to have something big, fuck you talking about? They had it in that little ass church. How was that the biggest? How was that the biggest? It makes sense, y'all. They're lying. All them people that was there, those were fucking supporters of Biggie. That came from all 5 boroughs and states that was outside, that made it look like it was really big. Bigger than what it was. All them people that was outside, they didn't even get a chance to go in there and see the man's body. How was it the biggest funeral? They're lying. It was small in there. It was small in there, bro. I'll never forget it. My older cousin and my uncle went over there to that joint. They said they couldn't even get in. They said it was so crammed up and so small. It was so hot in there, they didn't even have air conditioners, bro. And remember, when Big died, it was like toward the end of the winter, like in March, so it still was like cool and cold. Yo, it was so many people inside that little ass church. It was like 200 degrees in there, okay? It was like 200 degrees in there. That's how hot it was. That part. People couldn't even move. That was the cheapest funeral for a rapper that we has ever seen. That's what that was. Fuck they think they fooling, bro. Shout out Kyra, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. They did that man wrong, yo. That shit fucked up, bro. But shout out everybody up in here, man. You know? Where the fuck was everybody else at for this man album released for the biggest album of all time that he dropped? And like I said, the Ready to Die, that was all Puffy idea. The Life After Death, the Ready to Die, and the Life After Death titles were all P. Diddy's idea. All of it. Ready to Die and Life After Death, those were Puff Daddy's idea for the name of the albums, bro. And I try to tell everybody, and we gonna leave it right here and we out of here. Strategic information like I do all the time. Faith was a bad boy artist, right? If Faith was a bad boy artist, y'all, let's make it make sense. She was signed to Bad Boy and P. Diddy. How did Bad Boy clear her to go over there and do that song with Tupac Shakur? Hit the like button. Something ain't adding up, yo. How did Faith get cleared to go to Death Row and make that song with Tupac? I wonder why they call you bitch. For some strange reason, these artists that was with Bad Boy found their way over there to Death Row. And when I say these artists, I'm talking about Faith and I'm talking about Jodeci. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this. Everybody better wake up, bro. Everybody better wake up. What's the chances? East Coast, West Coast war. Bad Boy versus Death Row. How these artists get over there to Death Row? Yeah, we hear the story about Jodeci and motherfuckers getting hung upside down and shit getting signed. Man, that shit could be all fucking cat for all we know. Some shit that's made up. Because, like I said, I find it very odd and very strange that these Bad Boy artists wind up getting into the hands of Death Row, and Death Row was able to manipulate these Bad Boy artists against Bad Boy. Everybody wake up, pay attention, man. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. Double tap, like, share, subscribe, hype it up if y'all could, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Where we at? Yeah, man, we about to get up out of here, man. Whole lot of snakes. Just like Lil' Kim. She knew it was gonna happen. I can't wait to get on this, bro. I can't wait, bro. Lil' Kim knew it was gonna happen. That's why she wasn't there. That's why she wasn't there. All right, and the last person who Big allegedly supposed to have talked to was her, as they depicted it in the movie. Yeah, I got my truck. You want to take me for a ride? Yeah, all around Brooklyn. And what was Biggie's last ride? In a coffin, all around Brooklyn. Strategic drop. Woo! Hot. We hot. We hot. I'm hot. And then when Lil' Kim come out with her album, Hardcore, right? As I strategically fuck y'all up, she's in front of the fireplace. The same fireplace that the Notorious B.I.G. did for his photo shoot for Life After Death. Hit the like button. Strategic drop, y'all. With the cheetah print. Just like Kanika Jenkins' mama, right? Hit the like button. Another strategic drop. Okay, she ain't had that leopard print on for nothing. She knew Big was about to be up out of here, and that's why her career went up too. Why you in Brooklyn, Lil' Kim, when you supposed to be right there with Big and his album release? You won the album, right, Kim? So why you ain't there? Because you knew what was up. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Shout out the whole nation, man. Shout out the moderators for coming up in here. Appreciate y'all, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Yeah, the trippy song. Bullshit. Right. Faith talking about something. I wasn't ready. How you wasn't ready, bitch, when you up there with the one-eye symbolism, with the bang over your eye? Get your ass out of here, ho. Yeah, that part. Come on, Faith, stop it, bro. I ain't ready. But you up there pledging your allegiance. You up there pledging your allegiance, but you ain't ready. Make sure you got that bang over that eye. And what Puffy said, you fuck your shit up, but you ain't gonna fuck my shit up. And what Puffy do? Pass that bitch right around to Stevie J. What Stevie J do? Pass that bitch right around to Biggie. They was been fucking that bitch. They been fucking her, bro. I'm just keeping it real. Then they just started fucking her after Big died. When we see Stevie J, Puffy, and Biggie sitting at the same table at the Peterson fucking museum, who y'all think y'all fooling, bro? Okay, I'm even hearing that Biggie and Faith, they wasn't even really married. That was some bullshit. It wasn't even married in real life, bro. They wasn't even married, bro. That's why the shit ain't even look organic. You see what I'm saying? That shit was all a play in a script. Just like after Big died, the Source magazine cover, that's not even Biggie. That's a body double. Go look at Biggie on the Source cover where he got on a pinstripe suit. That's not even Biggie. That's a body double on the Source magazine. That's not even Biggie, bro. That's not even Biggie. That's not even Biggie, bro. On the Source magazine. It's not even Biggie, y'all. I'm gonna get up and try. Here you go. Let me show y'all this. Right in your face. This ain't even Biggie, bro. Nobody ever pay this shit no mind, bro. Yo, crazy work, bro. It's not even Biggie. And everybody bought this magazine, bro, with a body double on it. Everybody bought this magazine with a body double on it. I remember. I ripped every page out of this bitch and taped it on my wall like the goofy I was. You know what I mean? That's not even Biggie. That's a body double, bro. Look like Gene Deal. That's a body double, y'all. They've been playing this for years. Just like we know, Biggie really had a dead eye, right? You see, they were artificially fucking with Biggie's photos way back then, making his eye look straighter than what it really was, when we know his eye was actually really crooked. Let me tell y'all something. This was why a lot of people in the industry was jealous of Biggie, okay? Because Biggie was on the front of everything, but a lot of people didn't like the fact that allegedly that this big, black, ugly, gorilla-looking, cross-eyed motherfucker, okay, was the king of New York and he was getting all the attention, all right? They felt as though that he wasn't marketable, but he proved them wrong, and a lot of people didn't like that, like Jay-Z. Okay, we know Biggie got a dead eye, right? When you look at some of Biggie's pictures, they incorporated AI into his pictures to make his eye look straight. You know why? You know why? Because they felt as though that he wasn't marketable and that he was ugly, black, and ugly as ever. However, he stayed coochie down to the socks. And they ain't like that shit though. That part. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Always remember, fear the fire, fear the flames, man. We about to get up out of here, man. Like I said, I just came in. Been real busy today. I've been on the go. So, with that being said, man, make sure y'all turn your notification bell all the way up. You never know when Strategic Fire and God Fear is going to drop. Biggie might be the gorilla, but Jay is a camel. No, that's right. Where should you share it? You can share it on here. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it on anything. When you hit that share button, it should take you to multiple links or apps or whatever you got set up in your device. Whatever social media sites that you interact with, you hit that share button and it give you the option to share on any one of those sites. You can put it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, share to anything. French and Diddy, watch out, Max B. Better. This ain't nothing new. French taught Max well. Diddy taught French well. And like I said, the main person that should be coming out defending P. Diddy is who? French Montana. And he ain't saying shit. He ain't saying shit. And French Montana, and Diddy held that nigga up his whole career. Paid all that nigga bills. Diddy paid all that nigga bills. Even named a fucking Ciroc bottle after that nigga. French Vanilla Montana. And he told French Montana that's his favorite flavor. The French Vanilla, baby. The French Vanilla, baby. Listen, alright? Okay. Gene Deal been at the door. He been at the door. If anybody is to blame for all this weirdo shit that's been going on, revolved around P. Diddy, it's the motherfuckers that's been protecting them. Motherfuckers like Gene Deal. But like I said, now you wanna come out and run your mouth and try to clear your name, cause bitch, you aligned with it all. You were guarding the door. You were going to pick up these females that Diddy was telling you to go pick up. You was transporting them back and forth. You was guarding the door, making sure nobody come in, nobody come out. What you call that? You a predator too. You a predator too. I don't care what nobody say, bro. He's a predator too. You're guarding a predator that's being a predator. That means you are a predator. You's a predator, motherfucker. You going to get these girls. You transporting these girls, transporting these men. And then when they get inside of the house, Gene Deal, you guarding the door. You guarding the house, Nene and Nina. So you guarding the doors with Nene and Nina in case somebody try to come in and save these people. But Diddy got you by the door, all right? To what? Guard the demon, right? Guard the predators, right? So what that make you? And ain't nobody paying attention. Everybody just paying attention to what he's saying about Diddy. Bitch, but he was there all that time, so why you chose to continue to work for Diddy? If he did big so wrong, Gene Deal, why you still continue to work for him? All that shit you saying about Biggie, you're lying. Talking about Biggie had a conversation with you and all this and all that, bro. You lying, bro. Biggie ain't tell you shit about nothing. Talking about he showed me the contracts and all this and all that. I don't believe that shit, yo. That nigga lying, bro. That nigga lying, bro. Gene lying, bro, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. Just like he lying how Big got killed. I got the fucking receipts. I got the autopsy report. All the shots came from the right side of the fucking door. How Biggie entrance wound in his left side of his body, y'all. You know why? Because those shots came from inside the car. Okay? And that shit they talking about, like the same shit that happened to Tupac happened to Biggie, no it didn't. No it didn't. They're lying. They're lying. Let me tell you how I know they lying. And we gonna get out of here. I told you, this shit gonna get good when I start getting on it. If y'all look at when they claim Puffy, Gene Deal, and Biggie pulling off from the spot, right? Remember, we hear Gene Deal saying, and all this reenactment that we seeing right after Big got shot, they tried to what? Chase the car down, right? But it shut down because it had a governor on it, right? It only allowed it to go a certain speed. But why, when we look at the video footage, when Big gets shot and P. Diddy all outside the car, why both of y'all trucks still there? Why the other truck ain't going after the shooters? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. They're lying. We can look at the footage right now. And right after Big got shot, Gene Deal and them truck is still there. They didn't go after the shooter. You know why? Because it wasn't no goddamn car that shot Big. Them shots came from inside that fucking truck. D-Rock, no. D-Rock, no. D-Rock, no. D-Rock, no. Like I said, y'all go look at that footage right now. Then look at the reenactments and all the fucking shit that they've been saying in the fake ass phone calls that was scripted, acting like they going to chase them. They chasing and all this and like they trying to get Big to the hospital. Okay, if they trying to get Big to the hospital, when he got shot, why y'all stop the fucking truck? Why everybody get out the truck? Y'all know he's shot, so keep going to the fucking hospital. Why he get shot and y'all stop the truck? Everybody get out. The driver, everybody in the back. Oh, Big, oh. Come on, man, that don't even make sense, yo. If my man shot and we all in the car, what the hell I'm gonna get out for? Think we straight there. Shut out the whole nation, bro. We gonna expose it. I got the receipts that they've been lying to us for the past 30 years, telling us that was the notorious B.I.G. getting in that truck at the Peterson Museum. And it wasn't. That's Gene Deal getting in that truck. That's not Biggie. We never seen Biggie get in that truck, bro. We never seen Biggie truck, Biggie or nothing. All this story that they claiming, Gene Deal talking about, he out there, he talking to the Muslim and the Muslim dude walk up to the truck and all this. And we never see Big nowhere in sight, him or the truck. We never seen Biggie. All we see is Gene Deal getting in the back of Puffy. That's Gene Deal getting in the back seat where Puffy is at. That is not Biggie. That's Gene Deal with the number 4 jersey on, which was the same jersey he had on inside of the Peterson Museum when he was doing the bodyguard for them that night. When he get in the truck, you can see the number 4. Okay, a Dada. If I'm not mistaken, it's a Dada sweater. Number 4. They don't even sell them no more. All right? Okay? And these are facts. These are facts, y'all. And we're going to expose it all. If I had more time, I'll keep going, bro. We going to expose these motherfuckers. Cause I told y'all, bro, these niggas been lying to us for over 30 years about so much. So much. Trying to tell y'all, bro. Trying to tell y'all. Yeah. This shit was big shit. This was big shit. Big shit. And like I said, man, it was so many people in the Peterson Museum that night. So many other folks that never got interviewed, never spoke on that night or nothing, including TLC, like I said, the Brat, Irv Gotti, and he came out of nowhere when? The very next year, 1998, right? Blew up, right? Irv Gotti was there that night inside the Peterson Museum. I didn't even know who Irv Gotti was at that time. And nobody in the music industry that listens to music knew who Irv Gotti was either. Irv Gotti didn't come on the scene until that next year. Until that next year.
That's what I was trying to do.
Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation, man. I appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe, man. We about to get up out of here, man. We gone, man. We gone.